Due to new AI features, Rapise greatly shortens the path from manual test cases to automated ones. Suppose we have a manual test case, it's real test case, uh, described as you see it on the screen. So we are logging into the system, into the library management system, adding a book, checking that the number of books increased by 1, then removing that book and checking that the number of books in the system returned to initial value. So very basic scenario. We have a testing framework where this scenario is already implemented in few different ways. One of them is REST API and another is using UI and Angular UI. Now we add in one more way. AI. So just creating a scenario just as before, and instead of writing code as I did before, so this is the same scenario implemented using the regular automation procedures. What I'm doing, I'm just taking my manual test case and pasting it right here. What I need to do is to say that each of these commands is supposed to be executed using AI. And that's it. So I didn't touch any of these descriptions. What I may try doing right now, I may just play it. So I could show the panel, but I may just play the whole new scenario. So this is remove book AI, so playing it. It opens the browser, navigates. It is slow because this scenario is being generated. So it first goes to AI and asks to generate some script, and then it executes that script. So access to AI takes some time. It executed to some extent and then stopped at the point where we are verifying. So this one, I think. So what we are doing right now, we may show the panel with all the actions and find that action. So the last action that were generated is this one, and you may see it's very easy. So it gets the row count after adding the book and contains it with total books. But total books is a variable defined earlier, and this is local variable. The value of total books is not visible here, so that's why it didn't work. And to proceed with this scenario, what I need to do is one very simple thing. I need just to declare the variable. I may even rename it. So I would prefer to name it books count, for example. And that's it. Now, if I generate this script, it should take into account existence of such variable and try to use it in the script itself. Let's see what we have. That's it. The generation is done. You see it used this book count here to read the value, and then it used this book count to verify the value. And since we use generate all, we have all steps generated. So all we have to do is to execute this whole scenario. Hit play and see what will happen. Let me log out. Right now, execution should go much faster because all steps are pre-generated. So Rapise now is not accessing AI. it only using generated scripts. So the whole idea of AI is that it's used while we develop the scripts, and it is not then used to execute. The execution is go as is. So execution is always the same, it's always using generated scripts. And as you may see, we now have our manual tests working end to end. And we keep it as is. The only change, we had to add a variable for it to know where to store. Other than that, the script is exactly the same as it was. So this is the demonstration of the power of new AI-based approach.